So if you are on the journey of finding your soul's purpose, perhaps you are already living your soul's purpose in your soulful business. But perhaps you're feeling like a little bit stuck between where you are now and where it is that you are knowing, desiring, and seeing that you want to be. And your higher self has this vision like, yes, I'm going to be there. So when you start to notice this gap, what I want you to do is to really bring some peace, some honor, and some acceptance to this gap. Because literally this gap is the mission, is the purpose. So when your soul signed up to be here, to come into this life with a purpose, with a vision to help and to serve and to uplift humanity, the whole entire reason why this soul purpose that you have exists as an opportunity for you to have this life and this experience is because of this gap. Is because as souls we saw, okay, there's opportunity for earthly reality, for life on earth, for humanity to have a more uplifted experience, a more ascended experience, a higher vibrational experience. And that is where this soul purpose of yours was born. Through the gap of current reality and desired reality, this beautiful opportunity for you to come here and serve and awaken yourself and find yourself and activate yourself so that you can live out your purpose is very much embedded and born from this gap. So by really fixating on the gap and feeding the reality that is the non-desired reality, the one that you're moving and quantum leaping out of, by feeding that gap with your energy, your thoughts, your vibration, your focus, it's further embedding you into that frequency and creating a larger distance between your current state and your desired state. Now, this is perfectly fine because it's part of the process of learning, of awakening, of your power to be a being for creating essentially a pathway for yourself from here to here. And that pathway you're paving, that's why it could sometimes feel so lonely. That pathway that you're paving is the one that then you are able to guide people through the tools, the experiences, and the energy that you're able to create and activate as we ascend, as we come up into this higher reality. So the gap is actually the purpose. The gap is the mission. And in accepting this, bringing love to it, bring honor to it, it's like saying, yes, this is what I signed up for. And through that acceptance, you're able to come back into that more energetic and magnetic state of saying, yeah, I'm not where I want to be right now, but finding my path, building my path, activating myself to rise into this purpose and creating my desired reality is in fact living out my purpose. So this is so exciting. And this is why I really wanted to bring this message through to you, because the absolute path and choice of living the soul's purpose, which I know for many of us doesn't even feel like a choice. It's like, this is what we're doing. It's like the deepest healing that a soul can do to fully come into alignment with that higher purpose, with that higher destiny, with that higher knowing of who you are and what you came here to do. And that is because the healing takes place when you are over here, and you need to come back into alignment. You need to unravel from things that are not going to be in your desired reality, in the higher reality that you are quantum leaping into through this inner work. So the vision that I got was like your inner child. So the inner child, that first heartbreak, that first disappointment, that first kind of core memory that showed you, from your perspective, that you couldn't have what you wanted or you couldn't achieve it, and showed you to like not get your hopes up and like, you know, better not aim for the stars because, you know, you're only going to get here. That inner child is like calling for your love, calling for your acknowledgement, because they are the one that is keeping you partially down here, that aspect. There may be multiple aspects that need love, need healing, need recognition. And so it's about acknowledging and allowing yourself to go back there and feel it, you know, perhaps with the support of a healer or a guide or a practitioner, and really just sending love to that aspect of yourself, sending healing to that aspect of yourself, allowing yourself to soothe that fearful aspect of yourself that is rearing its head when you start rising. It's like, no, not safe, not safe, bringing you back. And that's where that pattern comes from of, you know, potentially what could be seen as self-sabotage, but it's your inner child. So we need to like what would your current self, what would your higher self, who's already your future self, who's already living in that reality, the desire, what would they say to the current self and to that little inner child self? What would they say? They would say, you know what, we're here. This exists. We're just waiting for you to awaken, to activate, and to fully release. And there's no rush. You know, enjoy this journey within the 3D time-space reality. Enjoy the journey and really heal. Use this journey from here to here is the journey of deeply healing from within. And through that inner healing, you're creating this pathway for you to step into your soul's purpose, for you to live out that purpose, and for you to help others to do the same. So if you're feeling, you know, like I'm kind of in no man's land, I'm kind of, you know, feeling like in between, I want you to embrace the in-between. I want you to send love to the in-between and to use the in-between as an opportunity to heal, because that space and that time that's created through the in-between is really an important step in this process of ascension to your soul's purpose, to heal every aspect of yourself. Because the future self who's up here has fully healed and integrated that inner child. And this is the beautiful journey of doing that. And so I want you to embrace that. I want you to step into that. I want you to own that and not resist that. Because in the acceptance of the gap between where you are and where you want to be in your soul's purpose journey and your awakening journey, you are living the purpose. The gap is the purpose. That's why you came. That's what your soul signed up for, to help bridge this gap in yourself and in others. And it's really, really beautiful. I know it can be a lot, but you have the strength to do this. This is what you signed up for. So the more you can accept, the more your energy, and the more you can heal those aspects of you that are still kind of like clinging down here, the more your energy can come back to you, and the more you're going to rise into a higher frequency. And in this instant of accepting the gap, accepting the distance, you immediately come back to the purpose, to yourself and to the mission. So I want you to remember this when you start to feel, you know, that ego come up, that you're worried about where you are and where you should be. You are where you're meant to be. It's the frequency with which you hold at that point which determines the reality. And that frequency is completely up to you to choose what you want to tune into, how you want to see it, and how you want to interpret it, and how you want to embody it.